is up, YouTube? Today we're going to build a rack for the back of the FJ. So part one of this rack build is we are not going to use the single center 2-inch receiver that's on the FJ. What I'm actually going to do is install 2 extra receivers on both sides so that we can have a very stable, strong rack. A rack that can hold a large amount of weight, but also is going to be stable enough to get tossed around aggressively if we go overlanding with the vehicle in a rack full of heavy things. So first things first, we need to remove the FJ Cruiser's bumper, and then we're going to go ahead and install the 2 new receivers. So let's hop right into it. To remove the bumper, there are 6, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, excuse me, 5 10 millimeters here, 1 10 millimeter on the bottom in this region. There's a clip right here, a little plastic clip, and then there are, and then there's 2 more 10 millimeters down here. Then there's a handful of clips here that just pop right off. And don't forget, if you have backup sensors, to unplug them from the bumper before you remove it. And we'll hop under here. So for these clips, it's best to start here at the bottom and just kind of work your hand in here. It's gonna sound bad like you're breaking it, but you're not, I promise. You ready? Go to the other side. And with that, this bumper, oh, almost forgot the plastic clip. Usually a flathead's good for this. I have trim tools somewhere, but I know that this one is loose and I didn't need it for it. Okay, now we should be good. Remove the bumper. Set it off to the side. So now with the bumper removed is what we're left with. This piece is kind of important because when you step on your rear bumper, this is what supports the plastic on the metal. So we're gonna definitely try and retain this. we'll go ahead and set it out of the way for now. And then I opted for these bolt-on receiver hitches because they are both rated for 400 pounds, which will be plenty. Also, if I feel that they are not stable enough, you could simply weld this assembly on and increase its structure considerably. But I think that bolting them on will be plenty of strength for us. So one other thing I had to do, I had to buy longer bolts. So I went to the hardware store and got the exact same grade, exact same style bolts, just longer. So after a little bit of scoping out how to mount these up, I've found that right in this corner here is going to be my best opportunity for the least invasive install. And I'm only going to have to drill one small hole that I can pass a bolt through. Otherwise, these should bolt right up without issue. So from this flat outer edge, I'm actually using the plate here and measuring exactly 3.5 inches in. So I got a pretty good eye for measurement. So we're very close to exactly 3.5 inches from this edge to here. It's okay if it's not perfect at this moment, because once I insert the bars that are going to hold the rack, we will have to fine tune everything anyway, and then I'll really lock the whole assembly down. And if I still don't feel it's sturdy enough, I may go so far as to actually weld in these areas. So we'll see if that feels necessary, but for now, I think this is going to be a good start. So let me go ahead and throw the other side on and catch back up with you guys here in a sec. All right, so the next step will be marking this hole here, and we're going to poke a hole down through it. Once we've done that on both sides, we are going to take our piece of styrofoam . So we'll have to modify this piece of styrofoam. Basically, this needs to sit right here. You can see we're gonna have to cut out a little bit over here, about 1/4 inch, give or take a little bit, plus the bolt heads potentially. So shouldn't be a huge modification, but we need to modify that. All right, back for day 2. All right, so it just rained. I'm kind of sweaty. Got the second one set up, and Now I just need to cut the bar in half and I can get started with that test fit. So cutoff wheel, grinding disc. Cutoff wheel, angle grinder. Let's cut it in half. I have two equal length bars. It will be the struts that the motor rack will sit on. Let's test fit them and see how they look. It is slowly but surely coming together. Let's go ahead and set on the crossbars and see how big it's going to look relative to the vehicle. All right. Again, it's coming together. Now I just need to, I need to just put it all together. You can see here, that's how much more that needs to fit into that one. The problem is it's very, very tight fit into that one. I'm afraid to hammer it in because I don't know if I'll be able to pull it back out. Okay, I did a thing, took it one step further, went ahead and set the dirt bike on there. You can see this one that's on the right here, it's not all the way into the hitch, is like much more saggy than the other one. I'm hoping that'll level itself out once it's put all the way into place. But this is kind of what it's going to be.